Guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So in this video, guys, I'm going to announce to you something from obviously people far more intelligent than me that have shared this information, but announce to you about an industry that is growing to become a $1 billion a day business and estimated to be $1 trillion a year by the end of 2028. And that business itself and how it will impact Drip and how Forex is already on that path and basically playing 3D chess, while we're playing tic-tac-toe more than likely. So this ties into Scratchy and what we had covered in another video, but I want to play this clip from Dean Graziosi. If you don't know who he is, basically self-made millionaire, $50 million net worth, teamed up with Tony Robbins. They're currently, right now, as we speak, doing this Time to Thrive challenge, which is basically to get you from where you are to where you want to be, all for free. Tony does this stuff all the time. I'm actually participating in this, and this thing that they mentioned, this industry, is what I want to reveal to you guys. And you're already aware of it, but you may not realize how big it is. So first I want to play this clip from Tom Bilyeu, who you guys have heard me mention as well on this channel. So these are all super big entrepreneurs and business-minded people that are growing in the entrepreneur space and in the tech development space as well. But I want to play this clip that gives you the mindset of where you need to move towards in order to thrive right now in this economic recession and what this new industry is looking like.
And other people ski and snowboard. Yeah. So my question is, what is the mindset that allows somebody to snowboard instead of freeze?
I think to start, it's preparation and anticipation rather than reaction. Right? Wayne Gretzky, I love that quote. It's been overplayed, but it said, how is he so good at playing hockey? He said, most people skate to where the puck is. I learned to skate to where the puck was going. And I think if we anticipate and know, so many people we both know have been in business for 15 years or less, they really don't understand it. So they're more scared of the unknown. And if you're a study of history, you can understand it's a cycle, it's happening, and winter is here. I think winter is here. We just all haven't felt the effects yet. And when you go through a time like that, the reason Tony and I are working together and doing events and helping people is because there's some industries, like you said, that they're gonna be at the springtime. They're gonna exponentially grow. And if you saw Warren Buffett in his yearly presentation, I don't know if you saw it probably 4 weeks ago, he said inflation is here and a recession is inevitable. And there's a couple of things you can do to thrive during a recession, during inflation. And he said one of them, the most important thing, is be a part of an industry or start a business that has high margins. So the reason Tony and I are sharing so much, and I'm so passionate about this because I've been in this industry for 25 years, is how cool would it be to have a business that you don't need to inventory, you don't need to ship it, you don't have to worry about supply chain. It's probably one of the most valuable assets you have. Valuable that you own it and other people want it. You could sell it over and over again with a limited supply. I know, that's what I'm saying. And what it is selling information. It's selling your experience. That's what Tony's been doing for 40 years. I've been doing it for 25. You think about it, how much has information or learning from other people impacted you in your life? I know what a study you are. Yeah, and it's such a valuable asset, and it's not just us anymore, right? 4 years ago, the industry, and let's call it the self-education industry, the influencer industry, the upskill industry, selling knowledge, 4 years ago was about $100 million a day industry.
A day?
A day. Right now it's $1 billion a day. It's about $340 billion a year industry. And I just read this weekend it's heading towards $1 trillion by 2028.
A day or a year?
A year. The trillion will be a year. Right now it's $1 billion a day, about $340 billion a year. And why that is I don't think people have time for general education anymore. They want specialized knowledge. So instead of going back to school, instead of trying to learn on their own, they're saying, hey, who's already been there? Tom already built a business. Look what he did with Quest. What will Tom share with me? And how can I pay Tom to extract that? Or we've helped people in 4,500 different niches, whether it's going through divorce, going vegan, doing yoga better, or finding self-love again, or healing through trauma. Somebody has been through that experience, and the world is seeing that they can find a way to unlock it, share it, impact others, and create success. And I think in a time of
All right, so that is the secret I wanted to drop in this video, and it's about the self-education, or as he also said, the influencer industry. So you might see where I'm going with this, but I want to pull up some data to really tie this together. But basically, the point is people want to learn from others that have done what they want to do. And there are tons of platforms that cover this. I mean, you can get training now from Samuel L. Jackson. You can get training from Serena Williams. There's literally platforms where these guys are giving their knowledge for like $20, $30. So the self-development, self-improvement, self-learning, you name it, and that's pretty much what YouTube is all about. And I'm going to get to how that ties, which you probably already know, into crypto, but let's look at the stats. So he mentioned that it's becoming a $1 trillion a year business by 2028. So right now it says e-learning market size surpassed 315 billion in 2021 and is projected to observe continual annual gross revenue 20% from 2022 to 2028. And that's where that $1 trillion mark comes in by 2028. So it's going to grow 3x in the next 6 years. And that has to do with internet adoption and all this. There's 4.9 billion individuals use the internet globally compared to 4.1 billion in 2019. So the primary way this e-learning is coming across will be through digital or online learning platforms, right? Let's look at some other stats though. So I wanted to compare because one of the most common ways that we get this information is probably right now via YouTube. There might be another platform in the next 6 years that dethrones YouTube, maybe more decentralized or something like that. But for now, we're just going to be comparing it to YouTube because that is where you guys are getting a lot of this information regarding crypto and stuff. And it's a very quick way to see charts and actually visualize it, learn and educate and onboard new people. And if you want to start teaching, this is probably the platform you're going to use as well. So I wanted to compare YouTube views to traditional like TV and media. So I went ahead and looked up 100 most watched TV shows of 2021. And Equalizer, have no idea what it is, I don't watch TV, had 20.4 million viewers. I'm guessing that's on average per day or something like that. And then I went and looked at some other numbers. So I did watch this series, you might be familiar with it, Squid Games, had 1.65 billion hours in the first 30 days of being launched. So that's a large number of views. But let's look at YouTube. What does YouTube views look like? So 1.65 billion is quite a bit in 30 days. Every day, people watch over 1 billion hours of video on YouTube. So YouTube alone is generating the exact same, slightly more than what the top rated global TV show did. That was Squid Games. That is insane, right? And there's a bunch of other interesting stats with all this, but I think this was back in 2019 or 2021 or something like that. So it's probably increased since then, especially during the pandemic. It probably went up. And some other numbers. In the self-help industry alone, there was 42.1 billion video views and online tutorials in 2018. 42.1 billion views. Remember, the Equalizer TV show was 20.4 million views. This thing 20x that. In 2018, YouTube in just the how-to video niche. So you can see how the self-education platform in and of itself is definitely going to grow because you can see it happening just on YouTube, and there's definitely other areas for you to get self-help. Now, we're going to tie this into crypto coming shortly because that's where this is really about. But let's look at, like Dean Graziosi said, he said influencers, right? So the bulk of people doing online education, online platform, training, self-development, whatever, we're going to call those influencers because they are putting the content out and people are watching their content. So therefore, the coin term is influencers. So we have some of the top influencers. These are primarily celebrities, but you look at the amount of people they influence. Just in the top 4 alone, they've got almost 2 billion people that they influence. Remember, there's 8 billion in the world. That's insane. And these are, obviously, celebrity ones. But let's go ahead and look at just regular, like top Instagram influencers. So in the beauty industry, 50 million followers, 23 million followers, fashion, 26, 5 million, food, 9 million, 13 million. So influencers, and these are just normal people that have built a following. Not all of these, you could consider them now, I guess, celebrities in their niche, but they clearly have the ability to sway the markets in whatever arena or niche that they're in. So where does this leave us for the crypto adoption? Well, as you know, in one of the videos I covered previously, crypto is the fastest adopted technology in all of human history. Faster than the TV, faster than the airplane, faster than the PC and the internet. Why? Because crypto is literally the combination of mobile phone and internet and currency, money. So it is growing exponentially faster than anything else we've ever seen. So where are people going to get this knowledge on this fast growing adopted technology? It's like, think about it. If it was the automobile, telephone, or electricity, any other technology, someone had to teach you about it. You had to learn how to drive a car. You had to see what it was, or you had to get a manual for your TV when the repairman came and brought it back in the day, or whatever. You had to educate yourself on this. And that was basically one-on-one education. Somebody in your area had to have it. Not anymore. So with this fastest growing adopted technology, literally it's at the fingertips of anybody with a smartphone. And there's 5 billion people in the world that are connected to the internet with smartphones. So we almost have total user adoption in that regard. Or access. They haven't accessed crypto yet, but they will get there. So the point I'm getting at is what Forex mentioned in regards to the scratchy tickets. So his push is for the scratch tickets to actually benefit the influencers. The influencers specifically, primarily, probably on YouTube. The ones that are educating and adopting people on crypto technology, on how crypto and blockchain works. And those are going to continue to grow. Remember, we're at the beginning stages of this massive adoption. Not everyone is in crypto. So someone has to onboard those people. And what better way than to incentivize those influencers than to give them the fastest growing adopted currency as well, and pay them with that. And what better way to incentivize them than they grow their own channel and get this as a dividend model, the scratch ticket I'm specifically referring to. So it doesn't matter who we reach out to, especially if the community starts to push this out and start collecting their own kind of influencers. This can be and will be huge, even though a lot of it may not come directly back to Drip, Animal Farm, Piggy Bank, Dogs Token, because these influencers can keep that bonus specifically on their platform. It doesn't matter because the amount of people getting adopted into crypto is going to generate eyeballs eventually to the Drip and Animal Farm ecosystem. So we need massive user adoption. And in order to get massive user adoption, we have to educate people on the space. And as you see, in order to educate people on the space, the self-education influencer arena is the fastest way to do that. And it generates more views than any other form of online or viewing media or entertainment. So we're at the beginning stages, but Forex creating a market for this and a use case is extremely bullish. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it to you. Like before, I showed you about, the potential of scratch tickets with comparison to the traditional scratch lottery at gas stations and stuff. But this is bigger than that, because every single thing that has gone digital has trumped or dwarfed its previous physical model. When we went from taxis to Uber, it just dwarfed that. We went from hotels to Airbnb, it's dwarfed that. There's a couple other ones I can't remember right now, but everything that has gone digital has just like surpassed its original predecessor. So massive crypto adoption, this is the key, and it's going to come from the e-learning market, so to speak, self-help development. And anyone watching this video, if you want to get started and get a piece of this pie, this is a great opportunity. Like, not only just onboarding people in Drip, but educating them in general about crypto, whatever your journey is and how you're navigating this, especially if you teach it in a different language, because right now, man, it's dominated in just a handful of countries. So just wanted to show you guys that in and of itself, the self-help industry, self-education industry, and then how that is going to scale for crypto, because like I said, people will need to learn about this platform, and that is the quickest way to learn about it. It's not going to come from a book. Crypto changes literally by the hour. So there is no school people are going to be able to go to physically, the old school kind of school, and get this information. It's going to come from online platforms, and primarily, I don't think it's going to come in the form of like the traditional online courses that you can actually statically hold, because I've taken some of those courses, and hell, they were talking about some cryptos that aren't even here anymore. Like, maybe there was one talking about Terra Luna originally, and it was educating you on the Luna platform, and that's gone, right? So I think it's going to have to come from like real-time influencers and videos like this that are pretty much relevant to like within a 3 to 5 day window. So it's got to be constant updating information as this technology rolls out and gets adopted. Obviously, some things are static, like the actual blockchain and crypto technology itself and Bitcoin, things of that nature. But yeah, it's going to require all hands on deck, and what better way to put your brick into the ecosystem than to get started on this and turn it into a passive income job, not necessarily just streaming on YouTube to make money, but educating yourself in this platform and creating information to help educate others. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Hope you're looking forward to the future and as bullish as I feel regarding this and Forex's vision to market and connect with influencers, because this is huge. So speaking of things that will be huge and bullish for the future, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.